Get your hands back on the chest. Unless you have been living under a rock, you understand the importance of uninterrupted chest compressions. How do we reduce that hands off the chest time? I will show you how in this one for the road. New and improved CPR techniques are making the return of spontaneous circulation more and more common in emergency services, and the data is clear. The single most important intervention for those patients is uninterrupted chest compressions. Every time we take our hands off the chest, perfusion pressure drops and the chances of ROSC goes down. So how do we get our hands back on the chest quicker when every fraction of a second counts? Here's a few ideas. First, you've got to pre-charge your monitor. And what I mean by that is your monitor should be charged and ready to shock before you begin any ECG rhythm analysis. I mean, every single time. What I mean by that is it's charged up, pause, shock, resume CPR, or pause, dump charge, resume CPR. Do it every single time. Rhythm checks and defibrillation should only take a few seconds, and there should never be a time when the monitor is charging and compressions are not happening. Second, if you're not using a metronome, start using one now. Yes, I know it sounds like somebody standing in the corner with a couple coconuts, but it will improve your compressions, which is the reason to do it. That is reason enough to do it. But also, once your team learns that you're using that metronome, it helps keep everybody on track with where you are in your cycle of compressions. If you don't have a metronome and you're the one doing compressions, you have to do something to let the team know where you are in your cycle. So if it's a 200 compression cycle, count out every 10th compression, 30. And when you get to that big 10th, 40s, at least say those big 10 numbers out loud. If you're doing compressions and it's a 30-2 rhythm to breath type of ratio, at the very least, count out those last few compressions before you need that breath. So 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, right? At least say when you're about to finish your cycle. If you don't give any indication of where you are in your cycle, everyone in the room has to guess. And when you just stop your cycle and then they need to jump in and do their thing, hands off the chest time invariably goes up. Lastly, practice hover hands. Anytime you're the one taking over compressions, you just put your hands in that position. And of course, you're taking over from across the chest, right? Not from behind the current compressor. We don't switch compressions from behind anymore. We always do it from across. So take your hands, put them out there in that correct position and hover them over the hands of the other compressor. It may feel a little bit silly at first. Who cares? It lets everybody know without saying anything that you are ready to start compressions after the next rhythm check or breath or whatever's going to happen. There's no confusion about it. Hands off, it's me, I'm ready. That's it. Pre-charge the monitor, use a metronome or count your compressions and use those hover hands. If you practice those, watch your hands off the chest time go down and your ROSC rates go up. I hope it works out for you and I appreciate you watching. I'm Steve Whitehead and that is One for the Road.